Good morning, everyone. I'm Dexter Gravel, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV. We have another new event today. We're back with the Heavensturn. Let's go see what we have. Wait, hold on. There was someone over here, right? Yeah, a blue Hebi Yoriki. What do you have to say about this? The sea here is such a marvelous color, so different to the waters back home. How I'd love to dive right in and swim to my heart's content. Our water's not clean for you guys? Not good. Forgive me. If you're looking to take part in our little Heavensturn event, you ought to speak to the Hebi Byugo. The Hebi Byugo. Which one was Hebi again? I think it was... Did they say what the term was for the last time I did this with the rabbit? Was it... I know that the Japanese term was Usagi. I don't remember if that's what they called it, so I don't remember what the Hebi is. Well, hopefully we find out by talking to these people. Or by taking a look at their helmets. Oh! Oh, it's the snake. Oh, hold on. Snake. What was it? This is based. If it's based on those. Oh, actually, that makes sense. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't realize that. Because it makes sense. I just did the math in my head because I'm a snake sign. Oh, nice. Why, hello, Hebi Byugo. How may I help you? You help me. I'm not sure which one it's going to be today. Heavensturn trivia. Oh, I love that. How they made that. The Hebi Byugo wishes to test your knowledge of Heavensturn customs. Uh-oh. I forgot my number 2 pencil. My, you look ready for all manner of arduous journeys and feats of valor. An adventurer, perchance? Perchance. Pray forgive my idle speculation. I'm known as the Hebi Byugo, and along with my fellow delegates have come to these shores that we might share our Heavensturn custom with the fine folk of Eorzea. Both our peoples mark the turning of 1 year to the next. Okay, read that properly. But how we do so differs in a few key respects. In the Eorzean tradition, the 12 choose one of their members to guide the realm throughout the coming year. In the Far East, however, customs dictate we honor one of the 12 noble beasts. And this year it's going to be a snake. This year's totem is none other than the Hebi, though the term snake might be more familiar to Eorzean ears. While where I hail from, this oft-reviled creature represents longevity and regeneration, owing to the miraculous manner in which the Hebi emerges anew, time and time again, after shedding its skin. Ah, makes sense. That many and more may benefit from the noble beast's blessings. My fellow delegates and I have devised what we hope will be an entertaining little event. I'd love to see what it is. I present to you the inaugural Slithery Trivia Trial! I just seem so dumbfounded by it. Participants will wend their way snake-like through the city streets and answer the questions posed by the trivia test masters they encounter. Oh, so it's like technically like a scavenger hunt, except I'm looking for question givers. Or is it more like a maze or a race? Not sure. Hey, I talked to that person before. I have bid my sisters, the 3 Hebi Yoriki, await their charges at certain locations throughout Limsa Lominsa. Oh, she looks sleepy. And she does not look happy. As for you, adventurer, I urge you to seek them out and put your knowledge in Far Eastern customs to the test. Rest assured that an auspicious prize is yours for the taking should you succeed. I don't remember customs well, so I might not. Consider it a means of stocking up on good fortune before your next foray into the world. How about it? Have I piqued your interest? Yes! This little event of ours is first and foremost about promoting insight and understanding. To that end, should you find yourself stumped during the quiz, simply say so and my sisters will provide a helpful hint. Okay, good, so it's not just... I'm winging it the whole time. Oh, something about those 2 that I saw earlier, specifically? What about them? If it is a perfect score you seek, you may also wish to speak with the Hebi Doshin and acquire the knowledge you seek. Oh, is he going to provide hints as well? The first quizmaster you shall face is the eldest of my younger sisters, the blue Hebi Yoriki. You'll find her a short distance north of here. Pray shed your misgivings and venture forth. I shall do my utmost. Not sure how well I'm gonna do, but I'll try. Alright, so we talked to the blue one first, correct? We first see if anything new to say. The blue Hebi Yoriki is waiting just north of here. What question lies in store for you? There's only one way to find out. That is true. Alright, so if I talk... what happens if I talk to these people, then? Okay, one of them is a supplier, but I talk to you for stuff? Good morrow to you, my lord. I am the Hebi Doshin, a member of a Far Eastern delegation come to share our traditions of Heavensturn with the good people of Eorzea. If there's aught you would know of this year's celebration, you need only ask. Ooh, okay, so this is going to give us some more insight on stuff. What do you do here? At the turning of the year, a small delegation of our people will journey to Eorzea to celebrate the coming of Heavensturn, and in so doing, strengthen the bonds of friendship between Eorzea and the Far East. This year, our leader, the Hebi Byugo, has planned a uniquely entertaining quiz that delves into all manner of Heavensturn trivia. Pray test your knowledge and mark this most auspicious of occasions. I certainly shall. I already know what Heavensturn is, but I'll look into it again just to see if we say anything special that I might need to take note of. You are unfamiliar with this festival? No, I'm familiar. I just want more insight. The tradition has a rich history which dates back centuries, but I do not wish to bore you, so I'll try and keep my summation brief. Heavensturn is a celebration that marks the start of a new year, though the way in which it is observed differs from region to region. Here in Eorzea, it's said that the 12 select one among them to keep vigil over the realm until the next passing of the 12 moons. I believe this year it is Limlane, Watcher of the Seas and Goddess of Navigation, who has been charged with this duty. Neat. In the Far East, however, the changing of the year is heralded by one of 12 totem animals. As you've no doubt discerned from my helm, this year we pay homage to the revered Hebi. I speak of the creature you would know better as a snake. And I come seeking knowledge. That's probably what I needed to do in the first place. Say no more. Pray listen carefully. We Far Easterners are fond of our superstitions, one of which concerns the Hebi, a creature said to bestow great fortune upon all who behold one. Ooh. But Hebi are as multifarious as they are scaly, and while each species has their merits, white Hebi in particular are revered for their rarity. Ooh, that's why all your helmets are white. Makes sense. But there's one serpent that stands, or rather slithers, above the rest, and that is the fabled great white Tsuchinoko, luck giver supreme. Tsuchinoko, that sounds so familiar. There's a yokai named that, isn't there? I don't remember exactly what it was. Traditionally, the people of Hingashi have used rice cakes to decorate their homes and represent the creature when praying for its blessings. Ah yeah, because rice is white. Makes sense. Alas, in modern times, sightings of the real serpent have all but ceased. Aw, that sucks. Oh, okay, so it's going to be more about this Tsuchinoko, apparently. Let's see if that is involved with what I have to talk to about either of these Yoriki that I'm going to speak to. First up, Blue Hebi. The bracing ocean air, the hustle and the bustle. What a marvelous place. I do hope my dear sisters and I get a chance to do some sightseeing. Oh, I keep getting caught up in the charms of this fair city. I have a question for you, slithery trivia trial contender. Let me see. Ready? As you are no doubt aware, the snake is considered the most auspicious creature in my native Hingashi. But what blessing can one hope to receive from the humble Hebi? Ooh. Fair fortune, good health, romantic fulfillment. I could do with some help, or I'll get back to you later. What was it they said? Fortune? I mean, good health makes sense with the regeneration ability. Just to be sure, I could do with a little bit of help. Very well. I shall give you a hint. In the Far East, snakes are said to be emissaries of the god of luck. That's what it was. Pray think on that before our finger answered. So it was fair fortune then. Wonderful! Simply wonderful! Snakes are indeed said to be bringers of fortune. By the way, there exists one scalekin in particular known to lavish extra helpings of luck on those who encounter it, the Tsuchinoko. Where other serpents are sleek and slender, the Tsuchinoko is broad and bulbous. Oh, I have seen it. I have heard of that before. Yeah, the quote unquote fat one. I remember now. Yes. Alas, few have ever laid eyes upon his decidedly unsnake-like form. Anyhow, that brings my section of the quiz to an end. You'll find my younger sister, the yellow Hebi Byugo, by the Drowning Wench. Pay her a visit for the next round of the Slithery Trivia Trial. The Drowning Wench, off we go! Oh, you have anything new to say, by the way? The next quizmaster is my sister, the yellow Hebi Byugo. You should be able to find her in the tavern, the Drowning Wench. Pray speak with her. Got it. Thank you! I don't see you. Oh, you're outside of the Drowning Wench. I see. Ah, here we go. I almost missed you. Oh, you're out here on your own? That must be why you look so dejected from before. By the kami, this city is absolutely packed with people. 'Tis enough to send you dizzy. Oh, she's not used to being around crowds. That's why she's on her own then. Ah, give me a moment, contender. You're aware that the snake is a symbol of luck, yes? Well, some snakes are luckier than others. They happen to have one thing in common. Their color. Any guesses as to what that might be? Based on what I've heard, it should be white. But I could say I haven't the foggiest. How about a hint to see exactly what they have to say? Because I'm guessing some people won't go through all the options. Fine, I'll take pity on you. Apparently, there are a pair of snakes this very same color of the Gridanian flag. What? Oh, wait. So it's gold then? I thought it... Oh. I guess white being the rarest doesn't mean it's the luckiest, so I guess that would make sense then. Gold. It is the most auspicious color. A glittering gold snake. Sounds like the kind of creature that'd do wonders for your finances. But in all seriousness, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone spotting a snake like that. Oh, it was white? You were saying about the Gridania colors. Their color is yellow. I was wrong. White snakes are rare, mystical creatures, hence the association with good fortune. But when it comes to rarity and mystique, there's one snake that deserves special mention. The elusive great white Tsuchinoko. In times past, people would pray to the lucky serpent in the hope of receiving its blessings. In the past 100 years or so, though, there hasn't been a single recorded sighting of the creature. Its existence is all but a fable these days. Anyway, you have just one question left. Head to the Bismarck to see my little sister, the red Hebi Byugo. They've been mentioning the Tsuchinoko a lot. I think that's related to what the quest is going to be after we complete this questionnaire. Wrong button. And here be the last one, over where I usually find Blandsteer. Ah, what heavenly smells! I must remember to visit the Bismarck and pick up a few tasty treats for my sisters. Okay, so you're not dejected, you're just... I was going to say wallowing, but contemplating the sense. There you are, contender! I've been waiting for you! I hope you're ready for the last question. Apparently not. I assume you heard all about how we Far Easterners used to revere the great white Tsuchinoko, yes? I'm guessing my sister also told you there's been nary a sighting for over a century now. A crime, crying shame, I tell you. Almost said that as crime. Still, the people of Hingashi, being the resourceful people they are, found a suitable surrogate to pay respects during Heavensturn. Any ideas as to what they might have turned to? Oh, interesting. A substitute for it? Oh wait, the rice cakes, right? Just to double check. Nudge in the right direction? If you insist, I'll say this. Our Heavensturn decorations involve one thing stacked on top of another. Do they stack rice cakes? I guess they would, maybe. Rice cakes, precisely. To be honest with you, I'm surprised an Eorzean would even have an inkling. Color me impressed. When I say cake, you're probably thinking of something nice and light. But the rice cakes we decorate our homes with during Heavensturn in Higashi are rock hard. We take one pebbly hard rice cake and stack it on top of another. You have to use your imagination a little, but they're supposed to look like Great White Tsuchinoko itself. Oh yeah, I can see that with the rice bit looking almost like scales. That makes sense. Well, that brings us to the end of the Slithery Trivia Trial. Thanks for taking part. We can't forget your prize now, can we? For your efforts, a gift born of the finest painstaking Hingashi craftsmanship. A handmade gift? And it'll be all yours in a matter of moments. Hold on. Uh-oh. You lost it? Or did it somehow disappear on its own? But blast, I could have sworn I had plenty left. Oh, I thought you had some left. I see. Okay, so they're not gone. Well, they're not disappeared. Under normal circumstances, you'd be walking away with an exquisite white Tsuchinoko ornament, positively overflowing with good fortune. But surrounded by all these enticing scents, I completely forgot to restock. My big sister's gonna have to be livid. Uh-oh. Wait, what's that? Like on a mochi with an orange on its head? Oh, there was one left after all. Whew. Sorry about that. Anyhow, it's all yours. That was the thing you were giving away? Huh. Oh, and, it's impertinent to even ask, I know, but could I trouble you to tell my sister, the Hebi Byugo, I mean, that I've run out of prizes? I'd happily fetch more myself, but I ought to stay here just in case another trivia challenger shows up. So, can I count on you? Sure. Much obliged. May the kami guide you. Okay, so I got a little thingy. Sure. Go and tell my sister that is to say the Hebi Byugo that I need to restock. Sure thing, I can do just that. Pardon me, Hebi, but I think your sister wants help. Huh. Am I to understand my little sister allowed prize supplies to run out and ask you to report this fact to me in her stead? Yeah. Clearly my efforts at disciplining her have fallen short of the mark. I must redouble my efforts. Oh dear. Please accept my sincere apologies. I shall send someone along with forthwith to replenish our stocks. What? Oh, this thing? Ah, what have we here? Did you perhaps drop your prize? Oh, wait. Did I drop it? Whoa! Mochi! Mochi! It can talk? Or at least make noises. By the kami! Our prizes may be exquisitely crafted, but they're mere ornaments. They do not possess the faculty for speech or locomotion, I can assure you. Which leads me to think, could this be the fabled Great White Tsuchinoko of yore? Unseen and unheard of for generations? I mean, if that's true, why is it suddenly here now? To think I'd live to see the day! What a wonderfully auspicious occasion this is! Again, but why? But I must say, it's passing strange that the Great White Tsuchinoko should appear in Eorzea of all places. Perhaps it found its way on board our delegation's vessel before we set sail? And it's just been in hiding this whole time? Perhaps you'd be willing to take the creature with you on your journey? If it wants to. It's jumping a lot. I'm assuming it's jumping in joy. Of course, for your delegation, the Secret Serpent's coming is an event of great historical importance. Nevertheless, we can't discount the notion that the Great White Tsuchinoko chose to appear before you in particular, that you might benefit from its blessings. Besides, it appears quite taken with you. You think so? I mean, I guess so if it was willing to show up for me before. Mochi! Sure. So it was technically correct. The Tsuchinoko was related to this quest. I just didn't know how. Oh! This guy from previous year. Before I forget, I should point out that Omijuku here are available to draw for the rest of the Heavensturn season. It might prove to be a delightful distraction ere matters great and small call you to the road once again. Not that you need fear drawing a less than encouraging fortune. Nay, with the Great White Tsuchinoko at your side, you are sure to overcome any hardships that come slithering your way. That would be amazing if it turns out to be a mechanic where you actually get it and it does give you nothing but good fortunes. with the drawing thing, I mean. You have my heartfelt thanks for joining in this humble endeavor of ours. May the hallowed Hebi guide you on your path of fortune till the heavens turn once again. He's also turning. Task complete! Or quest complete, I should say. The Far Eastern Omikujishi is offering his services for the remainder of the Heavensturn festivities this year. Sorry, desk. Speak to him to get to see what fortune has in store for you after your rendezvous with the Great White Tsuchinoko. Does it actually have anything to do with that? You know what? I'll go double check. Great White Serpent of Squidge? That's a weird name, but okay. Does this actually affect things? Oh, wait. Ah, I recognize them from... Was it last year? I think it was last year. So, do you have anything new? Greetings, my friend. I deal in omikuji, traditional Far Eastern fortunes. Would you care to draw one? Why not? I'll draw one. You may draw as many as you like, but you know that you must pay a fee of 100 gil per draw. I can easily do that. I'll draw just one. Very good. I shall be happy to oblige. So what is gonna be my fortune for this year? And I get... Fair fortune! Thou shalt experience moderate fortune. Keep these words of guidance in thy heart. Place thyself in fate's hand, and thou wilt surely grow. Share without reservation. Thy virtues will be rewarded. A chance for profit shall come by way of a friend. Ooh, interesting. I've been making more friends in this game lately because of the new free company, technically. Dwell not overmuch on sweet victory, or bitter defeat shall follow. Ah, yes, pride before the fall, after all. And be steadfast like unto the keeper, and thou shalt not be led astray. Yes, I am good with this one. Thank you. How did you fare? Whether it was the desired result or otherwise, I pray that the words imparted by the fortune serve to guide you in the coming days. More like the coming year. But thank you. Let's go hang it up and receive that fortune. For some reason, I don't like that sound effect. All right, that was it, wasn't it? I think so. Yeah. All right. I haven't even seen what you have available to sell. What do you have to sell? Zoni, which I've gotten plenty of before that I don't need. More magic prisms. No. So it's not any equipment. I thought something would have allowed you to get the equipment because everyone else has it. I was able to get the equipment for the previous years too, wasn't I? Or was I not able to for one of them? I don't think I was able to for the Year of the Rabbit, now that I think about it. I haven't talked to anyone else here. What else does everyone else have to say? Well met. You're speaking with the Mochi Daikon. I must say it's a delight to see all the interest in this event has generated. And I heard all about your encounter with the Great White Tsuchinoko. How auspicious. I don't suppose I can interest you in some advent cakes. They can't compete with the squidgy serpent itself when it comes to fortune, but they're a good deal luckier than your average treat, that's for sure. I've had some, but thank you. Alright, I think that's it for me for this Heavensturn. So, oh, hold on. I also forgot to actually, use the Great White Tsuchinoko. Let's use that. Poof! Now I can summon him whenever I want. Now I can always have the fortune I need whenever I need to. Oh, hold on. I just realized something. The sisters moved. They're actually over here now. So, why is Rowena here? And also, there's someone else here entirely. Didn't realize there was going to be changes here. Got some time before my next meeting. Figured I'd give the Slithery Trivia trial a shot. Heard there's a lucky little something waiting at the end of the quiz, too. Maybe. Claiming something bestows good fortune? Well, that's hardly something you can prove, right? But folks have been lining up to get their hands on a prize. Which got me thinking. Clearly there's a demand for lucky bits and bobs. If I get the word out that my goods magically help with money woes, or something to that effect, people will be happy to hand over an extra gill or two. I'd be raking it in. Oh, okay, so let's see if there's anything else that's changed then. Because I completely missed that there would be any changes. I'm going to double check just to be sure. Oh, you seem dejected. Did they not restock yet? Whoops. So in that regard, I think, hopefully that leads to me to having good fortune for finishing up these episodes I've been trying to make for quite some time. And until I'm able to complete those and finally get back to streaming, I thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope that you have a good night.